Welcome back to On the Road, where we're chatting alongside notable guests from the hockey world as we discuss and dissect the best and occasionally wildest stories from hockey travel. Road trips, favorite cities, and pit stops all along the way. Okay, no exaggeration, you are about to meet one of the most interesting people in the entire world of hockey. Welcome to On the Road, Cottage Conversations with Hockey People. Now, Zoe Boyd, defender for the Boston Fleet. She is interested in fashion. She has her own series of podcasts, a lot of great video clips on social media, and she just happens to be one of the best defenders in the PWHL. You are going to love this. Trust me. Let's go meet Zoe. Zoe, how are you?
Hey, Jeff.
Muskoka.
Thank you.
Come on down.
I would love to. I've got all winter for that, Jeff. Thanks for having me, Jeff.
Zoe Boyd interview, rock and roll.
He's awesome.
First of all, Zoe, welcome to Muskoka. Second
you.
of all, you seem like the little that I know of you, you're comfortable in A, your skin, and B, you're comfortable in like so many different environments, whether it's hockey, and we're going to talk a lot about hockey, but fashion, media, you got a ripping podcast, like all of it.
Thank you, Jeff.
Do you ever get nervous about anything?
Yes, of course I get nervous about anything, but thank you for saying I look comfortable because that's a facade. But this is the only skin I get, so I got to learn to be comfortable in it.
When did it become something more than just a hobby? Like when you're a kid, you just go and play and hockey's fun and you have all kinds of hockey dreams, maybe playing for the Toronto Maple Leafs, but everybody has them. And then at a certain point, you realize, I've distinguished myself amongst the class of players that I'm playing with, and this is going to be more than just a hobby and a fun way to hang out with my pals. Do you remember, did you have a moment where you realized that, this is more than just something fun to do with my friends?
Yeah, I think obviously it started out that way. Like when you're a kid ripping around on the ODR, hot cocoa comes out, there's snowbanks, like it's so much fun. But honestly, I loved it from the start. Like once I started playing, I loved it obviously, and I had a blast. My older brother played hockey, and that's kind of how I got into it. But for me, when the switch happened from hockey being more of something that was just fun, to like, okay, this is like my thing and I need it, was probably around the time my mom got in a car accident. Yep. And that switch happened, like when I look back, because it turned into from something that was really fun for me to something that was like an escape and just like, took everything away that I was struggling with, and all I had to think about was playing a fun game. So when that happened, hockey definitely switched into something that was more of a lifeline for me. And then when I was maybe 13 or 14 and started getting recruited by schools was when I was like, oh, okay, I can actually do something with this.
You mentioned your mom. You mentioned Tammy, who, when you were 5, was in a absolutely horrible car accident.
Yeah.
She's been in long-term care ever since, a significant brain injury. The story is well told, and CBC did a wonderful piece on it, which will just break your heart and inspire you at the same time. But how did you get through it? I mean, tragedy comes to everybody's life.
Yeah.
It comes early or it comes late, but nobody gets out clean. For you, it happened really early.
Yeah.
How did you deal with it?
I mean, if I'm being honest, Jeff, I'm still dealing with it. I mean, anyone who goes through something hard, like big adversity like that in your life, it doesn't, just go away. It's kind of something you have to keep marching through and working on. But like I said, hockey was just so crucial for me when that happened. I think if I didn't have hockey, I would be in a much different place today than I am. So it was certainly hockey that helped me get through it, and then also just friends and family who stepped up to the plate to provide some support and give that extra love that I needed, especially at that age.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a combination.
It makes sense about hockey. I've always had a pet theory about why hockey is the best sport and is a really healthy sport for people, and is a healthy sport for people that need to tune out what's happening in their lives. And I've thought about it. I'm not sure if it's going to resonate with you, but here I go. Hockey's the one sport where physically you're separate from the real world. There are boards, there is glass, right? There's no out of bounds in hockey. You are physically separated from the quote unquote real world. In other sports, you run out of bounds. In hockey, there's a place where life stops physically with the boards and hockey begins. And it feels like you're in a different world. It's the uniform, it's the physical location of where you're playing. And there's a separation physically between life on the ice and life off of the ice. And you're not like skating out of bounds into the stands, right?
Yeah.
Does that resonate with you? Because it's a great place to completely be someone else for a while.
Jeff, that might resonate with me the most out of anything I've ever heard. Because I always used to say, once I stepped on the ice, like through those boards, the only thing that mattered was what was in between the boards and the glass. Like,
Yeah.
you're not thinking about your homework, you're not thinking about your parents or, any problems you have going on. It's legit just what's in between the boards. And so you should like put that quote down and put your name there, because that was perfect.
We're here in Muskoka. Let me take a quick pause away from hockey, and we'll get back to it in a second here. Whether you're rehabbing, whether you're vacationing, whether you're just having a end of the season sort of chill out. I know you like traveling.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't love traveling?
Yeah.
I know. Like trust me. If I'd love to do more, I think we all would. But like, what is it for you that you need at the end of a season?
What I need at the end of a season is definitely just a reset. We're going all the time. Your body is so gassed by the end of the season. So my favorite thing to do is just take a week or two away from hockey, away from the gym, and just totally chill. Like something like this would be amazing at the end of a season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solo, with friends, does it matter?
Preferably with friends. I love to yap and giggle. So if I'm by myself, it's a little bit too much alone time. But with friends would be nice.
Curious about people that help you along the way, whether it's a coach, whether it's a teacher, whether it's a friend, family member, like, again, sitting on the shoulders of everyone that comes before. No one gets there on their own. You might feel like you've achieved it on your own.
Yeah.
And there's an army of people behind you. Who are those people
Definitely
for you?
doesn't feel like I achieved it on my own, but that's a great question. I wish I could just bing, bing, boom,
course,
list off a million people, because there truly are. But I would say number one would be my dad. Just, single parent. I know it was really tough for him, the situation we had growing up. And my brother played rep hockey. I was playing house league. I loved it so much. I wanted to play rep. And I can remember my dad having that conversation with me. And I remember him vividly saying, well, I don't know how I'm going to be able to get you both to practice in games, because the rep schedule is a lot more intensive than house league. And I said, well, it's not fair, Dad. Spencer's playing rep. I want to play. And he found a way to make it work as a single parent and with a full-time job and a lot going on. So I am forever grateful for him, because you know, he gave everything to be able to give me this opportunity. So I hope he's watching this. I need some money, Dad. No, I'm just kidding. But no, he's really just, I can't put into words how grateful I am for him.
What was the first pro game like?
Oh, Jeff, I don't know how to put it into words.
Because in the stands, there's like tears. People like
on the ice there was tears
never
too.
thought this would happen.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really know what to expect going into that game. We didn't know what to expect with this league. We had high hopes, but also in the past, you know, women's hockey tended to struggle with the attention it deserved and fan base and all that. So we were optimistic, but also trying not to get our hopes up. So I remember vividly getting dressed for warm-up, and we started walking out of the locker room towards the ice, and you could just hear this loud roar. And I remember thinking like, oh my God, that sounds like a lot of people. And we step out on the ice. I remember like looking up. This is warm-ups. There was not a single seat to be had for warm-ups. Not a single fan was sitting down. Everyone was on their feet, screaming, cheering, and I just about blacked out. Like I first of all, I've never seen that many people in one space, let alone to watch our hockey game. So I really, I had to, I almost needed to be revived because I was like blacking out, like couldn't feel my hands, couldn't, it just like all went numb. Like it was the coolest thing I'll ever experience.
You had a great season last year. You played a lot. Your team was really good.
Yeah, we were really good. We had a great year.
What was last season like in Ottawa? I want to get to Boston in a second. What was last season like for you in Ottawa? Whether it's how the fans got behind you, whether it's your play, coming together as a team, the playoffs, all of it.
Oh my gosh. Jeff, it was amazing. Like I said, I think Ottawa, I'm biased, but I think Ottawa has just the best fan base. So that immediately adds so much fun and excitement to playing there. But we also had such a great group, and we went through some adversity like early on in the season, kind of mid-season. After we got through that together, we just had the best time. I mean, every day we showed up and we just wanted to have fun and play for each other. And I think that's what really took us as far as we went. We were just like, let's just go to work for each other and we'll have fun while we do it. And
like, what happened? Because it was almost like it was a switch, and then it was like Ottawa was like rocket attached to your back.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was when the World's break came. We had a great group of us who were hanging back while a lot of our teammates went off to play for their countries, and we just really got silly and we had a lot of fun. And when our teammates came back, we kept those vibes. And we took a lot of weight off our shoulders that we had about like making the playoffs and all that. And we just kind of were like, all right, we get to be here together. Yeah. Obviously we want to make it to the playoffs, but like, let's make the most of this, have fun and enjoy each other while we can still be teammates. Cause inevitably, you're never going to have the same group twice, you know? So, that shift really, really changed things for us.
Hey there, it's Jeff Marek here. Hope you've been enjoying this series as much as I've loved being part of the creation of it. You know, my wife and I both have countless memories from spending time discovering Canada. Well, I always come back to the summer of 2005. We were staying at a cottage on Lake Joseph here in Muskoka, watching the Live 8 Music Festival in Barrie on television. My buddy Jeremy Taggart, former drummer from Our Lady Peace, dropped by after his band's set and stayed the rest of the weekend at the cottage after the band's set and told some incredible backstage stories about some amazing Canadian music icons. I will never forget that. And fast forward to today, I'm a hockey parent, and I feel like I'm always on the road with my family. Whether that means traveling across Southern Ontario hockey rinks, during the week or overnight at tournaments on select weekends. But what makes our hockey experience even more special is booking a place on Airbnb when we're on the road for overnight tournaments. There's more room for the kids to have fun with their buddies at the house. We can host teammates' families for dinners and video review screenings, and everyone can get their own space under one roof and some well-earned shut-eye for the next day's slate of games, and they are many. All of this traveling got me to thinking, my home's just sitting empty when I could be hosting it on Airbnb instead. Hosting just fits into anyone's lifestyle, even mine. I'd simply put up my house on Airbnb, pre-select dates that I want to host, bam. It's practical, easy to manage, and it enables people like me to make some money while they're not at home. Your home might be worth more than you think. Find out how much at airbnb.ca/host. When you first started in the PWHL with Ottawa, now you're with Boston, did you have those moments where you're like, I can't believe I'm on the ice with insert player here? Philippe Poulin might be the obvious one. Did you have those?
Jeff, every game. I have that moment legit once a game.
Yeah.
Like even on my own team playing with Brianne, Jenner and Jocelyne Larocque, like those are girls that I grew up watching on TV at the Olympics. So to be teammates with them and then of course play against Poulin and give her a body check once in a while, like that's just a dream. Yeah. So yeah, I have that moment literally every game.
So I'm curious about her, one-on-one. You're a defender. She's like the best forward to ever play the game and is the clutchiest player that ever clutched. Like male, female, animal, vegetable, it doesn't matter. Like she's like the most clutch player ever.
Yeah.
What's she like one-on-one? Like when Marie-Philippe Poulin is coming down your side?
Coming down the wing? Honestly, Jeff, I hope she doesn't watch this, but I like close my eyes and I pray for the best. Like when Poulin's coming down on you, it's just like, okay, like pray that like somehow the puck jumps or like she loses it. But like obviously that never happens. So it's honestly just, you just hope that she's not going to rip by you and score.
PWHL is such a unique league, and I've been to a number of games, and one thing that I always tell people about is the hockey is the hockey, but the vibe is completely different.
Yeah.
There's more of like a vibe of like celebration. There's a vibe about like, this is awesome. Hockey on the men's side, there's so much like there's a lot of anxiety that sort of hangs in the air over every game.
Yeah.
On the PWHL side, it seems like it's much more of like, it's certainly really competitive, but it seems like it's more of a celebration.
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
Oh, 100%. Like you said, it kind of feels more like a united culture. And it's almost like, at least my experience, we had an amazing fan base in Ottawa. Yeah. But we never felt pressure from the fans to, win or do well. Like, of course, that's what you want and you want to do that for them. But it was always like they were just so happy to be there and so proud that we had this going on that they almost just want everybody to have fun. That's the vibe that we get playing. But it's really special. I think that's definitely something that sets our league apart.
In the inaugural season, there's one sign that I always come back to, which on the one hand is funny, on the other hand is kind of embarrassing for capital H hockey, and I think you know where I'm going with this one. Can't remember which game it was at, but there were 3 women, I think in their mid-20s, who had a sign that said, if we knew there was going to be a league, we would have tried harder. I first thought, I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny. And then I thought, ooh, that's an indictment.
Yeah.
Like when you see something like that, what goes through your mind?
I mean,
because it's taken a long time.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I think I'll just give you this little tidbit. If you ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, when I was a 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old, I would have told you that I was going to play for the Toronto Maple Leafs in the NHL. Yep. Obviously didn't quite pan out how I wanted, but it's because I turned them down and
clearly
to play in the PWHL. But
they couldn't afford you.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe they would have made it to the finals by now, but we're not gonna jump to conclusions. But no, I think it's been such a long time coming. And growing up, it was always like playing Division I hockey was like our NHL. Like that was the goal. Yeah. Like that was that was, if you made it there, it's like almost like that's as far as you could go other than the Olympics, of course. But it is crazy because we never thought that it was a possibility. I certainly didn't. So for it to finally come where we're actually having a sustainable league, being respected and getting paid a livable wage it's just a dream come true for, not only us who are playing, but I'm sure the women who have come before us. So do you know Jim?
I worked with him for a number of years.
All right, Jeff.
Challenge time.
Okay.
Cornhole.
You're gonna lose.
I know I am. You're better than me at just about everything. How would you describe your style?
Oh, a whole mixed bag of who knows what.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know how to describe my style. Whatever I like, and it's usually not very conventional.
Whose style do you like best in the league?
That's a tough question because I admire a lot of people's style in the league, but I would have to say Sam Isbell, who was on my team last year, just because she's got the sauce. You either got the sauce or you don't have the sauce. She's got the sauce. Yeah, to tell you.
Yeah, okay, go. Favorite road trip?
Favorite road trip? I always love going to Toronto.
Really, eh?
Yeah, eh?
Well, I mean, like you sort of grew up like not too far from Toronto.
I know, and that's the reason, because I get all the fans, like the family who look like fans, and the support there.
Okay.
And then, for some reason, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, me, Jenner, and Jocelyne Larocque and Victoria Bach would always play in Ontario fashion euchre. For whatever reason in Toronto, and I love a good game. Power. Yes, sir. I love a good game of euchre, so that's probably.
Are you looking forward to going to Vancouver and Seattle?
Oh my God, yeah. How could you not?
It's great.
Yeah, sweet cities. We'll see.
Come on, it's got to be someone. What do you want people to know about you?
Well, that's a tough question, Jeff. What do I want
like
people...
when people think Zoe Boyd, what do you want them to know?
I think I would want people to know that I am much more than just a hockey player and a pretty face. I would want people to know that, I want people to know my story, and I want people to know it because I want people to be able to relate and gain some sort of benefit from it, whether it's one person or 10 people or 100. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to make people happy, make people laugh, and most importantly, make people understand that we all have unique life experiences and hard times, and we're all special as we are, and I want people to know that everything's going to work out okay no matter what you're going through, I guess.
First of all, why did you want to do a podcast? I think it's great. What's the motivation behind it? Why'd you want to do it? Sometimes athletes are like, oh, I'm just focusing on the sport. Everything else is a distraction. But not you.
I'm so opposite of that, Jeff. I love hockey to death, don't get me wrong, and I'm so grateful to play it, but I'm more complex than that, I'm not just a hockey player. Like, I have so many more interests and things I like to do, and I saw, I had this opportunity present itself, and I thought, like, why the hell not? Like, I like to yap. I have the chance to have a platform here, and if I can, do something with it and even make one person who's listening laugh or feel like they have community, or maybe even feel like they can relate, then I honestly was like, okay, it's the least I could do to try and create a space like that.
And you seem like wide open to talk about like anything.
Yeah.
Like what are some of the things that like you find yourself talking about because nobody else is talking about them?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of do have loose lips, which is maybe sometimes not the best thing, but hopefully it's okay. I will talk about anything and everything. I think, especially with my podcast, like I don't aim to talk so much about hockey. Like, we have all season to do that, and you know, a lot of people covering it. So my goal is to talk about more life experiences and interview cool people and meet them where they're at. And hopefully through that, create a space or a community where listeners are like, okay, I can relate to this story, and just that alone like makes me feel a lot more comfortable in my skin, if that makes sense. It
does. And I can recall when this started to happen in sports, where athletes realized, I can be the media. I can have my own podcast. I'm going to launch my own social media channel. At one point, like, that really scared teams.
Yeah.
Because they weren't in control of it.
Yeah.
Has anyone said anything to you from the league?
Not yet.
About everything that you're doing? Because, I mean, I'm assuming they like it, because I think it's a really positive thing for their league. Like, the more you can have the personalities out, the more fans can relate to players, and the longer they stay hockey fans.
Yeah. I mean, no one said anything yet. I hope they're okay with it. But honestly, in my opinion, that's one of the major differences between women's and men's hockey. We show a lot more personality, and we demonstrate who we are off the ice a lot more than maybe the men's side. They're a little bit more, you know, strictly hockey focused, it seems. But I think that's, you know, I think it's good. I think it's nice for the fans to get to know who we are. And like I said, we're so much more complex than just hockey players. So to create that space, I think is something that could be really important.
Some of your favorite teammates that you've had along the way?
Oh boy.
Like, I watched the podcast with you and Bourbonnais and Clarkie, and I was like, but these three people have like a really unique bond.
Yeah.
Who are your pals?
Oh my gosh, they're all my pals, Jeff. That's my favorite thing about hockey too, is just the girls in it and the camaraderie that we build. But favorite teammates, you're gonna have me like listing off like 50 people, but Brianne, Jenner, for sure, just because she's got a tremendous family and she's such a great leader in person. And
legend.
Oh my God, legend, and so lucky to have played with her. Jocelyne Larocque, for the same reason. Learned a lot from her this last season. Becca Leslie, Akane Shiga.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love that girl. I adored her. Ashton Bell, sweetheart. Now, I gotta say, like, all my teammates.
Final thought on where we are right now. Like, I find that people that I talk to here, because we've done interviews all week long, the interviews are great because everyone's just naturally relaxed. It's not the stress of a season. There's not the anxiety. Everyone's like really chilled out. It's a great place mentally to be. Everyone's got to take care of their mental health, obviously. Grandparents have a cottage?
Yes, they do.
So you get it. I
do get it, Jeff.
What do you think?
What I wouldn't give to live here right now. Just imagine, like, it's, and that's honestly something that's so important, is just having a good mindset and mental health and all that. And the off season is a great time to kind of reset that. Just being at a place like this makes it that much easier to totally relax, reset, feel good. I mean, when you're here looking out at a view like that, like, really, what do you have to stress about?
I know. Life's good.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
Hockey's good.
Yeah.
Good luck with Boston. This has been a real treat.
Thank you, Jeff. Treat's been mine.